Hey guys, it's Gretchen and welcome back to my channel. It is hard to believe that it is that time of the month again where I answer your submitted body mod questions. This is the time of the month where you can submit me any questions related to body mods, whether it refers to like me specifically or just like my thoughts on body mods, or if you just need like advice on body mods, this is the time to ask those questions. So if you would like your question answered for December's body mod Q&A, you can either leave them in the comments below on this video, or you can follow me on Instagram, which you should be doing anyway. And you can ask me your questions on there when I put the little question box up on my stories. But before we get started with today's video, I do want to give a special little shout out and thank you to today's sponsor, and that is Louisa. I've worked with them before. Actually, if you go look at last Body Mods Q&A back in October, they sponsored that video as well, so thank you so much to them for sponsoring this video. Louisa is a sustainable jewelry company that uses only the best noble metals for their jewelry. They are a carbon neutral company, which means that they offset their carbon emissions. For all the CO2 they produce in all aspects of their company, they are able to counterbalance it with oxygen. They are a luxury jewelry brand, but there are no luxury brand markups on their prices. There's seriously something for everybody from Louisa. So let me just show you the pieces that they sent me. So all items from Louisa come in a little pouch. I absolutely love these pouches. I've been using the ones that I've gotten previously as well as these for a wide variety of things. They're really nice to travel with, so if you want to put your jewelry all in one place, these little pouches are super convenient, super cute. They feel nice, they look good. All pieces come in one of these. The first one is this necklace that I'm currently wearing. It's called Key, and it is just this simple little gold chain padlock necklace. As soon as I saw it, I knew I had to have it. And to be honest, I pretty much haven't taken it off since they sent it to me. I love the daintiness of it as well as the like edginess of it. You know, the padlock and everything kind of adds a little bit of edge to it. It's something that I would automatically pick out for myself. And when I saw it on their website, I was like, I have to have this. And so this necklace retails for $59. It's, I absolutely love it. The next item they sent me is this layered necklace look called Temple Black. So the really nice thing about this necklace is that it's actually two necklaces in one. So you can wear them together for the layered look, which I absolutely love. You can just wear like this little piece right here, this little pendant on its own. You can wear the little dainty gold chain on its own, or you can wear them together and have the layered look. The Temple Black does retail for $115. And the third item they sent me is called Zeus, and it is this pair of huggy earrings. They have little lightning bolts on them. I was so drawn to this. First of all, this goes really well with the jewelry that I have in all of my piercings, so I really do love that aspect. I also really love the look of like huggy earrings in stretched lobes. Just because you have stretched lobes doesn't mean that you can't wear like regular earrings, and these retail for $59. So thank you again to Louisa for sponsoring this video. Be sure to check them out. There is a link in the description below. Also, you can find the link in the comments below. They're currently having a sale that you will definitely want to check out. Okay, let's get into some questions. Gypsy Rose asks, is it possible if you use a thin type of jewelry that your holes will downsize? Absolutely. So if you're pierced with like a 16 gauge needle and then you put an 18 gauge piece of jewelry in there, they will definitely shrink down to that size. With cartilage piercings, once it's pierced at a certain level, that cartilage isn't coming back, but the skin can start to grow down around it. So either way, if you're pierced at one level but then you put jewelry that's below that size, yes, it can downsize. Fafana asks, you said you don't recommend putting in hoops in a heel and piercing. What about straight post hoops? I was a little confused at first by this. I don't think I've ever seen straight post hoops before, so I had to look it up, see the images, things like that. I just don't like hoops in a heel and piercing in general. I also don't like hoops in general for any kind of piercing other than your lobes. I think they move too much. They don't feel good on me. That's a personal thing, but especially for a heel and piercing, you shouldn't wear hoops just because they move so much, too curved. It's just, there's a lot of aspects that make hoops not a good starter jewelry. Even if it's a straight post hoop, they just move so much that I personally wouldn't recommend them. Elena asks, what do you think about permanent makeup tattooing? Would you ever get it? So fun fact, I actually have my eyebrows tattooed and my lips are tattooed. You can't really tell today because I do put eyeshadow on my eyebrows now to match my hair, and I also have lipstick on today, so you can't really tell, but I do have videos on both of those, so you can go check them out over here. One of them will be over here. So yes, I would get it done. I've thought about getting my eyeliner tattooed, but that also really scares me. That's so close to the eyes. That's a lot. Chloe asks, I've had my double for almost a year and they never really healed. They still get crusty and sore at times. What should I do? I will tell you, my double helix over here took 3 years before it was finally content. And even then, one of them likes to flare up every now and then because it's just like, I'm feeling myself today, so you know what? Forget you, I'ma act a fool. So even if something is completely healed, there are moments where it can just willy-nilly flare up. As someone who dealt with their double helix being a pain for 3 years, I'd say just keep going with it. Cartilage is finicky. Cartilage can take forever to heal. If you truly love it, try and keep up with it. Try and continue with your aftercare with it. But if it's just becoming too much for you and it's not fitting your lifestyle, then I would probably think about closing them up. That's just me. Suma asks, I have 3 lobes and a tragus piercing on my right ear and 2 lobes and a conch on my left ear. I'm thinking about doing a daith, a forward helix, and a rook, but I'm not sure about the combo. What do you think? So someone recommended a video idea to me a long time ago. I don't even remember when it is now, but it's somewhere on my phone. I will try and find it, and I will try and give credit to whoever suggested the video, but someone suggested that I do a video where I choose my subscribers' next piercing. Kind of sounds like a fun idea. So I might actually make that comment an entire video idea. If you're interested, let me know in the comments below, and then maybe we can work something out for like a December so that we could do that. As for what I would recommend, okay, you have 3 lobes and a tragus on your right ear. You have 2 lobes and a conch on your left ear. I would do your daith on the one that your conch is not on. I would do the rook with your conch, and forward helix could be either. You don't have to actually do that, but that is what I would do. Dane asks, when you were stretching your ears, were there any sizes you had difficulty with? If so, what do you do to encourage your ears to stretch? Currently at a 12 gauge, trying to stretch to a 10 gauge, but it's not happening. So I didn't really experience any kind of like full-on difficulty. There were moments where it definitely was a noticeable stretch. You can go back through my videos. I don't even remember which ones at this point those were. If you're struggling, do not force it. That's how you like destroy any chance of stretching. You can have blowouts from that. You don't want to do that. So if it is not going, and it's clearly not going, don't force it. Wait until it's ready. The other thing I recommend is just using a lot of lube. Something to get the jewelry through, the taper through, whatever method you're using. You can also try other methods like the taping method, where you just keep putting on layers of tape around jewelry you're already using. There's a lot of different alternatives, but if it is not going, do not force it. Bella asks, can you wear AirPods with your daith? On my right ear, I have my tragus and rook, and I'm going to get my conch next week. Will I also be able to wear AirPods with my conch? For starters, I've never experienced any problems with AirPods and a conch, so you should be good on that front. As for your daith, I am able to wear AirPods now with mine. It did take a while for me to be able to wear them. I would not wear them any sooner than 3 months. Still pushing it in my opinion. I'd wait till 6, but you will be able to use AirPods again. You just kind of have to work with it and see what feels right and what's not irritating your piercings. It's all on how you read your piercings and how happy they are. Live, Laugh, Love says, I'm planning to get my daith pierced after Christmas, and I would like to know, should it be pierced with a curved barbell or a hoop? When I had mine pierced, I had, you know, a little horseshoe in there. I didn't mind it. I liked it. I have a septum clicker in it now. I prefer a septum clicker in there. It's really based on your preference, what you would prefer to have in there. Everyone varies. No one's gonna feel the same way about that. So talk with your piercer, see what they offer, see what they recommend, and go with what you feel most comfortable with. Heidi asks, I received 2 piercings, daith, and conch back in the first week of June. Although my conch has been healing well, my daith, has been giving me a hard time, and I've constantly had to baby it. Did you have any issues with your daith? I have an entire video about my issues with mine over here. Go check it out. Long story short, yes, I had issues. I did absolutely the wrong thing possible to care for it. It somehow healed and now it's fine. Linda asks, when you first started getting ear piercings, how did you decide what to get next? I have my tragus and helix on same ear and can't make up my mind on continuing that ear or starting the other one. Honestly, I didn't have any plan. Basically what I did was I was like, I like that piercing, and I'd get it on one ear. Then I'd be like, I like that piercing, and I'd swap top ears, and I just kept going back and forth. Now I'm sitting here going like, I gotta go where there's room. I didn't really have a plan when I started getting piercings. I was just like, let's do this ear this time. Let's do this ear this time. And just kind of went from there. So no, I didn't have a plan. Maria asks, I got my helix pierced 2 months ago and it got a bump on the back and on the front, and they're slowly going away, but my piercing looks skew. Is it the bump that is making it so skew, or is it just pierced wrong? It could be either. Like if the bump is still there, like it may be going away, but if it's still there, then that could make it look like it's crooked or something, or it could just be pierced crooked. You might want to go back to your piercer, have them look at it, see what they recommend. Always, when in doubt, go to your piercer. They're the professional. I'm an enthusiast. But if there's a bump still there, I would probably go off the fact that the bump is still making it look crooked. Wait till the bump goes away. If it still looks a little crooked, go see your piercer. Patrick Beauty Blog asks, can I retire an irritated piercing, or should I wait until it is calm again? If it's an irritated piercing, it's probably gonna be a bit before it gets calm. If it's infected, do not take the jewelry out, because then it can heal up with the infection inside. If it's just merely irritated and just doesn't seem to ever calm down, that would probably be okay for you to take the jewelry out, let it close up, and either try again or just leave it alone. But just make sure that it's not infected before you do that. Body J for you asks, what's something you wish someone would have told you before stretching your lobes? First of all, hi guys, over at Body J for you. What's something I wish someone had told me? I think I wish I had done a little bit more research on the methods to stretch my lobes. I just always knew about tapers. I knew you weren't supposed to wear tapers as jewelry, but I didn't really know too much about the other methods of stretching. And I know a lot of people do not like tapers. I personally didn't have a problem with them, but I would have liked to have known more about either the taping method or dead stretching. I dead stretched a few times. I never taped. Kind of wish I had known about that one. So I think I wish someone, or just me in general, had done more research on those methods of stretching before I started stretching. But by that point I was too deep and I already had all the tapers, so I was like, all right. Nay asks, do you sleep with your earrings in ever after they are healed, or do you take them out every night? Goodness no, I do not take them out every night. I rarely take my jewelry out because I am so afraid of them closing up. Even ones that I've had for 5+ years, I would never just take out and leave it out for any longer than like 10 minutes because I know they could close up just like that, even after all that time. So no, everything stays in. Lisa asks, how is your forward helix healing? I really want one. This thing is being the biggest pain in the butt. Right now, it's perfectly fine, but anytime I think about adding a second forward helix to it, it decides, no, I'm an only child. You're not getting another one, so I'm gonna flare up. I swear it knows. It's a temperamental pain. It always knows when I want a second one done, but otherwise it's fine. Maria asks, is it safe to pierce where a mole is? So I actually had to research this one a little bit because I was like, I don't really know. According to what I found online, and this is what I found online, the internet, go ask a professional, but this is what I found online. It is not recommended that you pierce through a mole. I'm not gonna get more into it just because there was a lot of like scientific evidence against doing so, but from what I read online, the general consensus is do not pierce through a mole. Cam asks, how long is best to wait before shaving over a new tat? For example, your calf or your leg. First of all, hi bestie. Second of all, I wait until there are no more flakiness on a tattoo. So you know how even after it's healed, there's like some flakiness still there? You put the moisturizer on it and blah, blah, blah. I wait until there is no longer that. So that can be like 3 to 4 weeks. That's just what I do. I wait until it is just, it's flesh with everything else that you've got going on that's perfectly healed. I'm terrified of like shaving and pulling ink up. So I probably wait a whole lot longer than you have to, but that's what I do. 3 weeks is pretty much where I'm at. What? Lunar Eclipse asks, what do you prefer more, glass or stone for stretched ears? I prefer glass. It's just a whole lot easier to slip in and out. It feels better. I like stone, but I much prefer glass. And the last question is from Haley. And it's, what oral piercing were you going to get when you got your flat done? So the oral piercing that I really want is my labret right here. And they're still not doing oral piercings, so can't get it done yet, but that is top of my list, is right here. Dead center, perfectly aligned with my Philtrum Medusa. That's what I wanted to get, but again, pandemic. So those are all the questions for this month. I got a ton of questions this month, guys, so I'm very, very sorry if I did not answer your question this month. If you would like for me to answer it in December, submit it again. I may start just looking at YouTube comments because I got a lot more this month on YouTube than I normally do. So it may just be pulling from there. We'll see. But thank you again to everyone who submitted so many good questions. And I'm so sorry if I didn't get to yours. If I didn't get to yours, it's probably because I've answered it before or there's a video somewhere on my channel that answers that question. Again, thank you to Anna Louisa for sponsoring today's video. You can find a link to their website in the description below and in the comments below. Definitely go check them out. There's something there for everyone. But that is it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a big ol' thumbs up. Go down there and hit that subscribe button, wherever it may be, because I don't know, even though I do. This is just my shtick now. Also hit that notification bell in case you want to know when I upload, and in case YouTube wants to let you know when I upload, because I would really appreciate it. And until next time, bye guys.